This follows on from the last video. I just finished eating at McDonald's and stepped outside. I wasn't planning to film anything, but when I got back to the junction, I noticed how different the city lights looked at night compared to the daytime. So I just started chatting to you while I was walking. You could already see small bits of snow drifting in the sky, and later they turned into big snowflakes. The same street definitely looks much better at night, and with some precipitation, the ground reflects more light. So at least it doesn't feel as dirty as it does during the day. The red construction barriers along the street, used as ad walls, look like freshly stamped Chinese name seals, still damp and shiny. The barriers alone aren't enough. What really makes the scene look good is the lights from the distant high-rise apartments. They are a bit stiff, but definitely much nicer than a dark city. This is Ruixiang Road, just so you know. It's not very wide, 4 lanes for cars in both directions, plus 2 for bikes and other non-motor vehicles. The apartments along this street aren't low-end. It's a very dense, fairly upscale residential area. You can roughly tell the occupancy rate from the lights in the high-rise apartments. I'd say it's okay, not very high, but not too low either. These buildings, especially the ones facing the street or at the edge, seem to be required to have decorative exterior lights. That must cost quite a bit in electricity. I have no idea who pays for it or who's really for. Probably no one cares anyway. It's not their business. And even if it was, they couldn't do anything about it. The high-rise on the right by the street is pretty interesting. You can see lots of windows with lights on, but if you look closely, they don't look natural, not like someone actually lives there. It's more like something the developer set up before the units were finished. Makes you wonder if they wanted to look like the occupancy is high. From what I can see, there are still plenty of units unsold. On the left, all the flashing colorful lights, that's the KTV. At night, all the lights around the sales office are on. Even the plants are wrapped in lights. Honestly, it looks a lot more upscale than during the day. It's only in winter, when the trees have no leaves, that the colorful lights really stand out. In summer, the leaves would block a lot of the effect. Just so you know, this is the sales office, not a hotel, even though it might look like one. Across the street is the restaurant we saw during the day, the one with the thatched roof. At these intersections, you won't see many pedestrians unless it's rush hour. Most people are in cars, followed by electric bikes. The sidewalks aren't used much. Looking at the city lights like this feels really comforting. I just hope the economy can improve. A viewer from Germany once commented that things don't seem to be going very well over there. Honestly, it's not that much better here either. For most people, life is basically about covering the essentials, and debt levels are very high. A lot of people are carrying 20 or 30-year mortgages plus car loans just to keep going. If you are just looking as an outsider, it might seem fine, but that's only on the surface. Take a closer look at how the shops are doing, and it's a different story. There isn't that much actual business going on. Looking at the distant apartment buildings now, these are the lights of people actually living there. Clearly, this is another sales office, and they've already started renting out some of the units. I wonder if all these sales offices belong to the same developer. They all seem to be using the same kind of colorful lights. See that? It's snowing.